Hi, it's just me, just Kyia. My real life, according to me, just Kyia. Jusskya. Amen. Thank you for joining me. Let's go. Episode 7. So remember that we left off with Dwayne. And I get home and then I go back, get my money. Amen. Thank you. And then, so at the time when I go back home and all these things happen, Dwayne had called me this same evening to check on me to see if I made it home. So I'm on the phone with him and I did make it home, and I expressed to him, I'm telling him, what happened. Like when I peed, I lost my money and everything that happened. And then so I guess in the midst of me talking to him, I fell asleep. And when I woke up the next morning, yeah, I was out. The phone probably was and I was like, wow, I don't remember what happened, but I hung up the phone. And then let's say that very next day, this had to be Sunday. I truly believe it was. And then he called me not however long later, and I answered the phone. He said, "Do you remember what happened?" I was like, "What? Who you are?" And then he's like, "This is the way." I was like, "Oh, I talked to you last." He was like, "Wow." But I'm like, "Okay." And he said, "You remember what happened?" I was like, "Not really." And he said, "You told me something about you going to get your money, and we were talking, and then you told me to come over, and then before I can get the address, you fell asleep." I said, "Ooh." And then he said, "I can hear you snoring." And he said, "I hung around for a little while listening to you snore, whatever he said." And then I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then at this time, I'm still on a mission, but I still want like that companionship. And yeah, I do, but in the same sense, I didn't show my ass. So we talked a little bit longer, and I told him quite frankly, like, it won't work. I did. At this point, I told him something. I don't know exactly what I said, but something to the aspect of I'm on doing whatever I'm doing. I don't remember, but I did. I know that purposely I turned him off. Okay, so that happened. Then um I'm still going through the process of partying, and I'm still going through the process of figuring things out and living alone. So as this happened, it's like I didn't really want to go into these details, but I'm gonna put these two things in there because I don't want to go into the details. So Sandra's husband called me one more time trying to interlude or trying to maybe catch me at that moment to where I'm to wherever he think I could be to where he can get in. And I was like, no, and no, light bright, bye. And then that did happen. And then it was like a whirlwind because after that happened, and then I just went on a date with old boy from the family, and I really wanted to be with him, but of course we cannot. That it's not you. We can't. It's not appropriate, no matter how we feel about each other. And then I got this white girl who's pulling me in this direction of doing her hair, and she's hanging around these black dudes, and which is cool. And I'm just trying to kind of make my money, but it was cool. She lived right there, and I was alone. So As this is happening, and um and bleach blonde, I think that's her name, bleach blonde, because I'm bad with names. Once again, she wants to reel me in, and I'm doing my schoolwork, and I'm thriving there, and it really is. It's just amazing how I'm thriving in school and my focus, and I've never been focused like this before. Not even focused, but never been into a situation to where it's just so perfect, and I'm getting it. I understand it, and I'm being me, and I mean all of these great things. Okay, so she wanted me to braid her hair again. So let's say this is 2 months later, and she took her braids out, and she's still trying to interact with me and all the things I'm going through as far as with school and stuff. And this is the adversity trying to get in there. And then at the same sense, it's like this look crazy, and it's hard to deplete in this little 40 minutes. And we're only at 6 minutes, but okay. So she took out her braids, and she wanted her braids done again. And this is totally what happened. So she wanted her braids done again. This is about a month and a half. She probably could have worn them a little bit longer for how she liked it to look, almost like dreads or whatever. And then she's still trying to find her an M. In. I get that now. She's trying to find that. And then in the same sense, she wants to use me in an aspect to attract that, which I didn't know at the time. Because if she shows up with me, I'm black, she white, she know about this club I did. Okay, so anyway, so this is how mine works. I could be wrong, but this is how my mind is working. I'm like, okay. So we go hang out. I redo her hair. Her hair is longer because what happens when you put braids in, and then you kind of have that uneven effect, right? So it blends in better, and it even looks better, right? Black girls, we know this. She did not like this. So this was the demise of this. So her hair, she wore it for maybe almost 2 months or whatever, and she had the black roots, and it really, so I did, she paid me, actually this time she paid me $400, and I said, okay, I'm gonna hook you up. And then because it was uneven, and then I'm giving her these braids, and I'm blending, and oh, it's looking good. And the next time it's gonna look even better. This hoe want to be a hoe. She want to look like a hoe, because let me tell you what happened. I was so like, wow, because quite evident her hair grows faster than my hair. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this shit look good for a white girl. She paid me $400. I blended, it's looking good, but next time it's going to look even better. She pissed at me because it don't look like it looked before. I'm like, you look 10 times better. I said, wait, just look at it. Well, no, that's not the look I want. I was like, wait, hold up. And I was like, this looked better than the last time. I'm like, this is, well, I want it to look like that time. I'm like, and I'm looking at her, and she wanted to be that trailer park. She wanted to be whatever she was attracting. And no, I did not get it in the moment. And it took me a while to get that. But she wanted that stank trailer park look. But she just didn't get it. And even though looking back, I see this, and that's the definition. You can't take the hood out of everyone. Okay, and that wasn't me. And I was so proud of it. Do you know what this white hoe did? I hooked up her hair and it looked good. And I was like, I felt proud because she paid $400 for this and it was worth it and it looked good. And I blended it as great as I could for what I had to work with and blah, blah, blah. She took that stuff down in a week and asked me to make it the way it looked before. I said, I will not. I said, you don't even get it. I said, I can't. I said, no. I said, I will not. And she got upset with me and we were no longer friends, even though she lived there another, I think, 4 months or so. And she would never interact with me anymore because I wouldn't make her look like that trailer park look of the blunt haircut. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, so that happened. And then I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the aspect of being me. And I am trying to figure this out. And no, I do not have any direction. So the next thing that kind of happened after this, and remember, Mario and his roommate lived downstairs. And even though in the previous episode I described the ETOH, I didn't know it at the time. So after all that happened, Mario and them came back from their trip, and I'm sharing with them very minimally. I'm sharing with them what kind of has happened when they went away, and I'm not at this point. I'm not sure about gay people, I guess you want to say, but I knew I loved Mario, and then I knew like it didn't bother me, but in the same sense, I had not learned how to build these relationships. And in the same sense, they were a lot open. Okay. That's where I learned about Menudo. Menudo back, like you go Saturday, you go out party and do what you gotta do. You get your own pot. And Mario there and them, it's like, bring your pot, bring your top. And they would take me to the Espanol area, and then you get your pot and they would fill it up with the menudo. And then on the side, if you bring your own pot, you get it so cheap. And then on the side, you get your lemon, your chives, your cilantros, your onions, and then your crushed peppers, and you got all that on the side. And then they took me back to the apartment, and then it was like, they was like, Kyia, whatever. And then they mixed it up and they showed me how. I was like, this shit is good. And then that's when I figured out that's kind of like, I guess, their chitlins to us. Okay. And I like some chitlins too. Yeah. I don't discriminate. I like it all. My mother-in-law, Kent Jr.'s mother, Dina, tear up some chitlins. That she would clean those bit like and she would clean them so good you would swear like, really? Okay, so I got introduced to Menudo, and okay. So then at this point, Mario is kind of girly, but I love Mario. I really did. And then one time when remember the whole episode that happened with the sergeant that came to the house? She followed up with me. She did. She got in contact with me and she asked me to come down to the department and give an update. So she had called me and then I had an appointment, let's say in 2 days. So before that, I wanted to talk to Mario because I'd never had people to talk to in my entire life. Okay. So for whatever reason, I went down. Hi, Mario! I promise you this would happen. So I went downstairs, and this is 2 days before I got to go meet the detective. And I was like, hi, Mario. And I'm giving him an update, and I'm talking like this or whatever. And he's like, you smell like alcohol. I was like, well, I ain't drank nothing beer. He's like, woo. I said, you can really smell it. I did. I said, you can smell it. He's like, Lord, yes. He was like, woo. I said, well, I've been drinking, but I didn't know you could smell it. He's like, I've been smelling it. Why you didn't tell me? I didn't know you could smell alcohol like that. So I just never thought, because I keep myself clean and then I do this or whatever. I've never thought about it. And then besides that episode, I didn't think about it again, because other things that's going to come on, you're going to realize this. Okay, so he said, he's like, dang, you've been drinking. And I was like, no, I've just been going through some things. So now I'm trying to play it off. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. I was like, nah, I just kind of been going through some things when y'all was on vacation and you wasn't here. I had to go through some things. And I just been drinking, but I didn't know you could smell it. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, wow, because that I really haven't been drinking as much as I normally drink. I was shocked. I really was, but I know how to play it off. So I said, wow. I said, no, I just kind of been going through some things, and wow, you can really smell. And then so the cat, and this is after all the, everything that happened, that damn cat still can't stand me to this day, and I want to kick her, but anyway. So that went on, and then I quickly excused myself, because that was the first time in my life, the first time that anyone ever told me that they smell alcohol on me. I'd never even had the perception that you could smell alcohol on me, because I'm always in control. Always. I'm always that person to where, okay, so I hear that, and then I express everything to him. And at this same time, I'm battling with homosexuality, but I know I love Mario, and I know Mario loves me, and that we go through these things. And he's expressing his belief to me. Okay, so what? Whoop to whoop. And then in the book, there's a lot more things. When that 2 weeks or 3 weeks Kenny was there, there's things that me and Mario go into, to where it was such a thin place, to where I share conversations that he heard between us in the binge of when I let Kenny come back with Crackle Crackle. But those things are more, dramatically in the book. But you never know, we might get there as well. So, after that happens, and we continue on, there's something I want to share here right now. And we're at 19 minutes, and I am going to take this opportunity, because, like I said, this is my real life according to me. Just Kyia. And if I did not express this right now, and I will get back into the story of my life, but I'm going to say this now in the context of my journey with my YouTube channel. And please forgive me if you're following me and you have no clue what I'm about to share. But if you've been following me and you kind of know, and whether you don't, I need to say something right here. And I'm going to say it. I love me. I love who I am. I love how the Lord has used me to grow, inspire me, comfort me. And so I take this opportunity to share my life, no matter what. So as I'm doing this, and as I'm venturing into this social media life, and I'm not doing it on live Facebook, I'm doing it here. So that means if you see it here, you're trolling me. In a sense to where, why don't you support me? And who I'm talking to is my family. I'm talking to my family in a sense to where I'm just telling my story. And they have, whoever has made it very vocal to me, whatever it is. And that's all bullshit. I can care. Please continue to be you. Please always. And then when I'm there in your life, I don't question who you are and what you do. But the minute I'm me, because I guess I'm different or whatever you want to call it, I just want to put that out here right now. And I don't want to feel like I'm defending myself, but I do want to say this in the aspect of, I want to say this in the aspect of, why can't our differences be our bond? Why can't me being who I am, you being who you are, according to whatever experiences you've been through or not been through? Why? Because I express how I feel about a certain thing, and this is my perspective. Now, all of a sudden, you can't support me. All of a sudden, I can see that you are looking at what I'm putting out there. Why? Just because I want you to be you, but I must be allowed to be me. And we don't have to agree, but why don't you support me? Why don't you? And then even if you don't agree, then why do you continue to look? I say this to say there's a certain way that I feel. And if I'm promoting this about my real life according to me, I don't understand. And I'm not trying to prove myself to you. I don't want to. I will not. I don't want you to prove yourself to me. But in my environment, in the place that I am at, I want you to come into my life and be 100% you and express you. But in the same aspect, I want you to allow me to be 100% me and respect and take me in. And yes, it hurts my feelings a little bit that my immediate family do not support me in this venture. I don't know what I did, and I really don't care because I say I don't care because I know I've done nothing. It's you in your own whatever. So at this time, I have always voiced that I'm going to be me, and I love me. I absolutely love Kyia. By the grace of God, I thank Him that I love me and that I love who I am and I love everything that I've been through, good or bad, indifferent, whatever, and even at the moment where I am right now. But you call yourself my family. And then when something happens, everyone want to pull together and let's be together and let's do this. And then you have these certain groups within your own family because you guys are alike, whoever. Amen. Amen. But don't come to me with this bullshit about you love me, about you respect me, and I tell you truly who I am. And I suspect that you're telling me truly who you are. And yes, okay, you guys say what you want to say to me, put me down, and yeah, because you're not uplifting me. I can't believe you haven't lost weight. Why aren't you working and blah, 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 blah. But you're not taking the moment to get to know me. But that's okay too. But I let you be you. And I say this, and whichever of my immediate family that finds their way across this video, I'm going to put it all out there right now. No, I'm not even going to put it all out there. But I'm going to say this. I don't like bullshit. I don't deal with bullshit. I've always been me. And yes, you guys have told me that I get on your nerves and I'm this and I'm that. Okay, and that's fine. And if you don't want me in your circle, that's fine. And then all the things with my mother, yes, that's fine. But if you can never release a person to grow in life, if you can never forgive a person, that is your own demise. I know you guys are watching. I wish you guys would interact more with me. I wish that for not monetary reasons that you could still be involved in my life. I've always just been me. So I'm going to leave it there, and we're at 28 minutes. But I wanted to say this. I'm not the most savvy person with this, with the social media thing. But like I said, I love it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying interacting. And I know truly who my family members in my life know that I am consistently me. And if you don't feel that and if you don't think that, then that's the issue with you for one. And then even if it's not an issue with you, amen. I love me. I'm happy with me. I'm content. I have an amazing relationship with my Lord and Savior. I hope you have the same. And I hope and I pray that you, whoever you are, have that same comfort. But in the same sense, what have I ever done to you? But be me. Yes, Auntie, I don't want a Santa Claus. And just because I express myself, so now you distant yourself from me from being my authentic self. So you back up all these other things, but amen. I still love you. And in a sense to where, if only for a season, that's good too. But I love me and I'm going to continue to be me. I'm going to continue to strive. And by no means, please, I hope this is not taken the wrong way. But I know you guys are watching. And amen. Thank you. Thank you. And it's okay to comment. And it's okay to interact with me because I don't believe I've done anything to any of you guys but be me. Love you. I hope you love me. My real life, according to me, just Kyia. Jusskyaa. Until next time, we're ending in 30 minutes today. And yeah, I love this. And I hope that whoever is intended for you guys dig deeper within yourself and you love yourself. Thank you. Okay. Until next time, we'll be on episode 8 and I will continue this. But by the grace of God, amen. Thank you. Let's inspire, encourage, and challenge each other. Woo, 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 what? Inspire, encourage, and challenge each other. Who we gonna do that for? I'll get together. I'll keep practicing. Until next time. Woo, woo.